Yes, Paul, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you very much. I want to welcome everybody to this presentation. I see people from very many different parts of the world. I've seen Rachel Miner from the USA. I've seen Caroline from Milan in Italy. I've seen somebody from Nairobi, Obed. I've seen Faith Gaina from Kakamega, from all over the place. So we want to welcome you for this presentation to share with you what we do in our business. And I think that whatever choice you make today after this presentation, your life will never be the same. I remember when the first time I attended a business presentation, I was told that if you leave this presentation today and the future generations ask you if you had an opportunity to be wealthy, and if you say you never had, then you'll be telling an untruth. So I want to welcome everybody to this presentation. Just give me a moment. I'd like to share with you my screen. Just one moment. Okay. All right, let me share the screen properly with you. Okay, so I want to spend the next half an hour sharing with you what we do in our business. I can see, there are over 200 people already in this presentation. As Paula said, my name is Pascal Oloo. I'm trained as a civil engineer. I'm originally from Kenya, and Betty and I have been living in South Africa for the last 25 years. Now, when I was a little boy, my father used to tell me, son, go to school, get a good education, get a good and secure job with the government, because I think our parents believe that when you're working with the government, everything is very secure. You'll never get fired. You'll always have pension. There is all sorts of perks when you work with the government. So I did exactly what my father told me. I went to school, did a course in civil engineering at the University of Nairobi. And you know, when a young man finishes college, the first thing he thinks about is settling down to buy a house, to start and set his career on the path. But a year after I left college, my eyes fell on a very beautiful lady called Betty, and as they say, the rest is history. Betty and I left Kenya in 1992, went to Lesotho, then to South Africa in 1995. And the reason we came to South Africa is to look for a better life. Because South Africa being the largest economy in Africa, we thought that if we were in South Africa, life would be better. So we came to South Africa. I still believed what my father said. I went back to school, did a postgraduate course in construction management at the University of Witwatersrand in Johannesburg. But when I finished my postgraduate course, there was not a single increase in my salary. I went and presented my postgraduate certificate to my employer, and they said, sorry, we don't have a post for you despite improved qualification. And that really frustrated me, because I had spent additional 2 years and another $4,000 to get a postgraduate course, and there was not a single increase in my salary. I think in terms of investment, that was very poor investment. And you know, when a man and a woman get together, there's natural expansion, and then children come along. And if your salary is not increasing with the pace at which your family needs are growing, you're going backwards. Two things I noted. Number one, the more money you earn, the more tax you pay because of progressive income tax. Number two is that as the cost of things increase, as the size of a family increase, there's an animal in most economies called inflation. I'm sure wherever you are, you have inflation in your country. So the inflation eats on the power of your Kenya shillings or Naira or the dollar or whatever currency you use in your country. The power of that money to buy the same goods year after year reduces. So those are the two things that really frustrated me. So I remember my wife looked for a job for about a year in Pretoria, because at that time, South Africa, most schools were either English speaking or Afrikaans speaking. So she applied for jobs in the English speaking school, and After a year, she gave up and said, I'm tired of looking for a job. Let the job come and find me at home. 2 weeks after she made that statement, a friend of hers called her and asked her, Betty, I think there's a business we'd like you to have a look at, because I know you don't have a job, and secondly, I know you have a chronically ill child. Our second born has got sickle cell anemia, and it's a business you can do from home, and you don't need to apply for any work permit. All you need is to work very hard. So Betty went for a presentation, and the thing that really attracted Betty is a speaker who was presenting the business that evening had a child also who has a chronic illness, cerebral palsy. I'm always very thankful to Hansi Cronier for presenting the business that night, because without that presentation, Betty and I would not have joined this business. That is our story. What is the aim of our business? Our mission is very simple. Our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. That's my wife and I, Betty, after about 15 years doing the business. And what I'd like to share with you is what we do in our business. A few things I'd like to make. Number one, our business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. What does that mean? It means that if you start the business today, you will not be a millionaire tomorrow. It takes time to build it, takes time to learn it. And we say that our business is a 2 to 5 year plan. That means that if you apply the system, or if you do what is taught in this business, between a period of 2 to 5 years, you will be financially independent. Meaning that if your current source of income dries up, the income you earn from the business will be able to sustain your family needs. So this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You see, most people are used to the 40-40-N plan. The 40-40-N plan is you work for 40 hours a week for 40 years and you end up with nothing. The other thing I would like to say with this business is this is not a pyramid scheme. You see, the difference between a pyramid scheme and a network marketing business is very simple. One, in a pyramid scheme, there is no product or service offered to the public in return for the money they pay. Number two, there is no regulatory body that regulates this kind of schemes. Number three, a pyramid scheme collapses between 6 and 18 months. Why? Because it is not a legitimate business. Our business, on the other hand, number one, there's a product or a service offered to the public. Our company makes a certain range of products that the public actually uses in their homes. Number two, our industry is regulated by the Direct Selling Association. Number three, it's a legally registered business. Everywhere where our company is doing business, the company is registered as a going concern. They pay tax just like every other company. And two, we have longevity. That means that we've been in this game for a long time. Neolife has been in operation since 1958. Having said what it is not, let me tell you what it is. Network marketing is a means of distribution of goods and services to the public, and using the most efficient system ever known to mankind. And what is that? Word of mouth advertising. Because I remember when I came to South Africa, I wanted to buy a car, and I asked a colleague of mine, what is the most reliable car to buy? He told me, buy Toyota. If you buy Toyota, after 3 years of using it, you can still sell it at a good price. And I actually bought Toyota, and I was very happy with the service. Why did I buy? Because I trusted my colleague. That is what my word of mouth advertising is. You see, in traditional business, if you have a manufacturer and a consumer, between the manufacturer and the consumer, you get middlemen. I was reading an article about the price of Mercedes. In 1988, if you bought a Mercedes-Benz from Germany in Munich, after you priced the labor, the car parts, all the costs for manufacturing the car, it would cost you $30,000. Once the Mercedes arrives in Denver, Colorado, the same Mercedes would cost you $65,000. Why is that? Because between Munich and Denver, there were 17 middlemen parasites. I call them parasites because they do not add any value to the car. What we do in our business is we cut out all the middlemen between the manufacturer and the consumer, and in there stands a distributor. And that is why our business is extremely lucrative, because what the company would have spent to pay all these middlemen is what they pay to distributors like myself or some of my colleagues who are watching this presentation. A few things I want to mention about building wealth. What are the key things that are important to build wealth? Number one, you need to get involved in the distribution of goods and services. Why? Because people need these goods and services. Number two, you need to have a global reach. Our company operates in just over 50 countries around the world, so we have a very large reach of people who need and use our products. Number three, you need leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is the capacity to multiply your time, money, and effort in order to reach more people, in order to get your products to a wider range of customers. That is what leverage is. And you'll never be wealthy unless you learn the principle of leverage, because you see, you and I have 24 hours a day. I assume you spend 8 hours sleeping. You spend another 3 to 4 hours either traveling or eating or resting, whatever it is, spending time with the family. And if you work 8 to 10 hours a day, you can only work those many hours. You cannot work 25 hours a day because it's limited. So how do you increase your income earning ability? You apply the principle of leverage. The fourth thing you need to be wealthy or to build wealth is you need to get involved in consumable, unique, high quality products. Why? Because it has a repeat sale. You see, my friends, if you're watching this presentation, I assume you took a shower this morning. And what did you use? Soap. Secondly, you're going to use soap until the day you die. So soap is actually a very good business. I think that whoever has discovered the principle of using consumable products had a very brilliant idea about business, because you will never lose customers. The other thing you need to have a business system. What does that mean? It means you need to have a system of procedures, tools, equipment that replaces the owner of the business. An example is the banks. Absa Bank Barclays Bank sold all their shares to Absa Bank South Africa. And you see, Absa Bank South Africa has got branches here in South Africa, in Southern African countries, East Africa, and also West Africa. And all these banks, the owners are not where the branches are. The owners are, for example, most of the owners are in South Africa, but because they have systems, the systems actually replace the owner of the business. So it's very important to have a system to run your business. And the last thing you need is the timing. You see, because of this COVID-19, our business has got excellent timing because of two issues. One, people have discovered the need for good nutrition. So our sales for vitamins and the health supplements has gone up. And number two, a lot of people have lost their jobs, so they're looking for ways to generate more income. Okay? Current situation, 150 million jobs lost worldwide. What does that mean? People are looking for alternative ways to generate income. You see, in South Africa, if you want to buy a franchise, for example, the McDonald's franchise, and if you want to generate a net profit of $6,000 per month, you need to invest $150,000 and wait for at least 24 months before you actually break even. The number one reason why business fail is people are selling products or services that people don't need. And I find that very surprising, because before you start a business, you need to investigate, do people need my product or service? One of the people who support this industry really to the hilt is Sir Richard Branson, because he says, if anybody invites you for a network marketing business, join it even if you don't understand what's going on. Be patient and learn, and gradually you'll become very successful and very wealthy. So, where did Neolife start? Neolife was started by a man called Jerry Brasfield in 1958. And he started because at the age of 19, or when he was a teenager, he had serious asthma. And his mother gave him natural remedies, and he felt much better he decided, well, I might as well share this concept or idea to the rest of the world. He started it in a small village called Porterfield in California. Little did he know that what he was starting would become a global empire. And why has Neolife lasted for all these years since 1958? Because of 5 principles. Number 1, absolute honesty and integrity. Why? We believe that it's very important to say the truth to our customers, to our distributors, and to our staff. Number 2, people are number 1. The most important ingredient of our sorry, somehow my presentation was muted. I hope you can hear me. Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Pascal. Go ahead. I think it was
okay. Thank you very much. I was taken aback a little bit. The third thing the second thing is people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. Our customers, our distributors, our staff members. These are the most important ingredients of our business. Number 3, products that work. Neolife spends considerable amount of money doing research and development to make sure we've got the best products in the market. Number 4, equal opportunity for everybody. Whether you're a housewife, a teacher, a doctor, whether you're 18 or 81, whether you're a man or a woman, we don't care. Everybody starts from the same place, and your success depends on how hard you work, how teachable you are, and the strength of your desire. And the last thing is you need to have a long-range vision. That means you need to have a very long horizon for building this business. Okay, so as I said earlier, this company started in 1958 in the USA. 1971, it came to South Africa. 96, 97, it came to Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And today, if you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep. Okay. Now, if you look at that map, those are the countries where the company is doing business. Now, why is it important for the company to do business in all these areas? Because we want to become a global business. But why do people start this business? People start this business for different reasons. Some start the business because they want to have a better life for their children. Some start the business because they want to build their dream homes. Some start the business because they love beautiful cars. Some start the business because they want to have a beach home or a holiday home. Some start the business because they want money. I'm sure everybody who is watching this presentation wants a lot of money. I can see one of our guests in this meeting is Plista Assemble. I'm sure you want to have a lot of money, isn't it, Plista? So everybody wants money. And I think it is very important to learn how to make money. Why? Because money is like oxygen. If you don't have it, you die. And I don't apologize for wanting to make a lot of money, because when you make a lot of money, you can do more good to society. All right? Some people want to start this business because they want to be physically fit. So people start the business for different reasons. So let's assume that you want to start the business. You have all the science behind you. We have got really world-renowned scientists who develop our products. And the reason they do this is because they want to have first-class products for our customers. All right? So we have 4 ranges of products. The first range of products is the home care products, because every single home needs cleaning material. All right? We need cleaning material because we want to make our homes look neat. Let me just fix the screen. I see some people are very excited about our screen. So home care products is the first range. The next range is personal care products, things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. The third range is the skincare organics. The skincare, the nutrient skin, are very good because the largest organ we have in our body is our skin. Therefore, we need to take good care of it. And Neolife has its manufacturing facility for these products in France, because the French have the best technology of manufacturing skincare products. And then the highest, sorry, excuse me, the highest selling range of our products is the health supplements. If I will go back just a little bit, these are the healthcare supplement that the company manufactures. Why is this the highest selling range? Because when your health is finished in life, your mission is finished. So, what do we do in our business? We do three things every day to make our business succeed. The first thing we do is we use our products. Why is that important? Because I don't think it is wise, nor is it just to recommend products to people that we don't use ourselves. So the first thing we need to do is use our products ourselves. And the other reason is you're supporting your own business, okay? Let's say you use the products. Because Neolife is registered in over 50 countries around the world, the company uses a point value system to measure the size of business. Because of different currencies and different exchange rates, it's not easy to measure business if you're using currency. That's why the company devised the point value system. One PV or 1 point value is roughly $1.8. Okay, so the first thing is you use the products. The second thing we do is we share two things. The first thing we do, we share the business opportunity. Let's say you introduce 6 people to join Neolife as distributors. These people also use 100 points, plus your own gives you 700 PV. If you do 700 PV, you become a manager and your income is roughly $45 a month. Now, $45 would not excite a lot of people, but for me, when I started, our first check was $3, and I was very excited about it. Why? It is called the Belief Check. 7 months later, our income had reached $1,000 a month. That is what excited me about the business. What is the next thing we do? The next thing, supposing I teach the person on the top right corner to introduce 2 people, and those 2 people introduce 2 each, we'll be able to build a 700 PV unit. If you, plus the 6 others who are remaining, you'll have 1,300 points, and your income is about $90 a month. You become a senior manager. But the thing you need to do is to duplicate or teach everybody you brought into the business to do what you do. So if all the 6 people you introduce to the business does 700 PV times 6, gives you 4,200 plus your 100 points is 4,300, you become a director, and your income is about between $580 and $700, okay? The other thing you share is you share the product. Sharing the product simply means there are some people who will not be interested in this business. Those people become our customers. And from our customers, we make a profit of roughly 20%. So they buy products from you. Because you buy at a discount of 20%, when you sell it to your customers, you make a profit of 20%. The third thing we do in our business is personal development. That simply means you take time to develop yourself as a person, your knowledge base, your skill set, your attitude, so that you can become a good leader to build your business. And how is that done? Through your sponsor, who is the person who introduced you to this business, and a support system. We do 3 things: training, support, and personal development. And as you do this, your income grows, your business also grows, okay? I know some of you who are watching this presentation, you'd like to earn more money. I can see the Reverend Malusi there has been paying very keen attention, because I know Reverend Malusi wants to earn more money. If you want to earn more money, it's very simple. Build other people to be in your group to be directors. If you build one other person to be a director, your income becomes about $1,000 a month. If you build 3 directors, it's about $2,000. If you build 6 directors, your income is about $5,000. So I'd like to hand over back to Paul. I think we've got a very exciting guest speaker who is going to share with us what her experience has been in the business. So Paul, back to you.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for such an amazing presentation. To our guests, that is how we do it, and I'm sure you've been able to get something that's okay. All right, Pascal, I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry. So thank you so much for such an amazing presentation. And I believe our guests on this call today, you can simply be able to identify with what we do. You might not be able to understand everything today, but that is an eye-opener to be able to give you just a brief understanding of what we do. So I just want to bring in a lady who is a leader who one time was invited as a...
Hello, Paul, you got lost somewhere there. I don't know what happened.
Oh, sorry, I think it's freezing. So Grace, if you can hear me, just proceed. Maybe your connection will be better than mine. Go ahead, Grace, if you can hear me.
Thank you, Paul. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
I can
we
hear
can
you.
hear
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you so much. And once again, I want to thank you, Pascal, for doing a great presentation as always. My name is Grace Chege, and I'm excited to be here on this call this evening. I'm a mother and I'm married, and I've been in the business of Neolife now for 6 years and 6 months. I was invited, and when the invitation came through, for the sake of the guests who are here, I on and I thought that over to my phone. I was in the office just like any other employee, and I looked at the message and I was very judgmental, like so many other people across the world. And maybe people are judgmental because they have been lied to. So for 6 months, that message kept coming to my phone, and I used to delete the message. I was very ignorant. And I always say that ignorance causes a lot of poverty, and ignorance is very dangerous. So what happened the day I decided to go. When I went for the meeting, I sat at the front and I listened, and, you know, they talked about health. I was not interested. But when they started talking about money, wow, I started listening keenly, because I really needed money at that time in my life. I thank God I got employed young when I left the university. And when I got married, we saved for better and for worse. At that period, my husband was unwell. And it was very sad because we were even looking at going to India. So for some almost 3.5 years down the line, I was the only breadwinner. So when they talked about money, I thought this is a way of earning extra income, because, I was knowing how the pain, the shoe was really paining me on the area of finances. And today I will tell you, to do this business, you need to really check, what do you really want? What is your dream? What is your why? My why that day, I was really interested when they talked about money. They also talked about something that was really touching my heart: travel. They said you can travel to so many places when you're able to support others. I didn't get it. Actually, I was very confused. I remember asking the teacher, Isaac, I want the money. I told him I want the money, but I don't know how to sell this product. And I'm a HR. I've never sold products. How am I going to? Actually, I started evading. I asked him, how can I get the money without selling the products? And I know I'm maybe talking to someone who is listening to me for the first time, and you're wondering, how can you get this money? And I remember very well, I was told that I am going to learn. So after joining, I immediately became a senior manager. And my first check as a senior manager was about $14. That is Kenya shillings, 1,400. And I was excited, though it was small. But this is the check I went to talk to my friends with. And my friends were also confused, because they know me as a profession and as a professional, and they were wondering, Grace, what are you talking about? There are products, you're talking about money. I was too excited because I wanted to tell them everything at the same time. So I was trying to tell them about the products, and they were telling me, when did you learn about these products? How do you know they work? And I was telling them, I am very sure they work because I work with a lot of people. Our organization is international. I said everything possible. But some of my friends still told me, we are not convinced. So what happened? I still continued going for the training. And the reason why I'm saying this is because training has changed my mindset. I came to Neolife with an employee mindset. with the mindset of getting a salary, because that's what I've been doing, going to work, and at the end of the month, you get a salary. But I was told this is a business whereby I need to unlearn. Especially there are some habits and some things I said I must unlearn. Number one, there's an excuse in the employee world that I had saying that I don't have time. And that was my biggest challenge to even overcome, because I was wondering, I kept checking the first time I saw people who had made it in this business, and I was saying, oh, those ones they seem to have time. But I remember I saw some lecturers, I remember I saw other teachers, and also my sponsor is a teacher, and I was really like, if these people can do it, then I can do it. And training for me is the biggest thing that has changed my life, because remember, I was being rejected at first in my workplace when I told my colleagues, and I was the head of a department. So I was expecting everybody to just trust me the way they trust me in the office. But rejection is an ingredient to success. I want to say that here. So what happened, I continued going for training, and in 7 months, I brought some people who were looking at what I'm doing, and they believed in it. So in 7 months, I became a director, and my check as a director went to 58,000 Kenya shillings. And I was very, very happy. My team was not very big, but I was very excited because things started changing. And the number one that started changing from using the products is the health of my husband. Because I want to say we went to India, it's a long story, and he had a complication of the nerves and high blood pressure. And I want to say the high blood pressure was too high, and the doctors were not able to control it. But after him taking these products, with time, he was able to recover. So our products work. And today I want to say that the big reason why I have a big business is because our products work. So I continued doing this business, and we saw the change in my husband. We saw the change in my mother-in-law. But remember, I came in for money. So I was told by my upline director, they told me, Grace, if you want more money, talk to more people, share this opportunity with everyone. So remember, now I went back to my colleagues, showed them this check. And some of my colleagues were just working with me. And most of them, I know their salaries being in the HR department. And they were like, how comes in 7 months you've been able to earn 58,000? And I told them, it's the business that I told you. Paul, can you hear me? Pascal, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You got lost a bit there for a moment.
I got muted. So okay. What happened in the office, people started seeing me differently. Actually, some of my friends, because they were so ashamed, they never joined me. They started asking for training. They started telling me how their parents are not feeling well. I became a friend of everyone. Why? Because I proved them wrong. And it is very important to be patient. It's very important to be teachable, because if I was not teachable, I could have listened to my friends who are telling me this business does not work, because there were so many people who seemed to know what I don't know. And this is what you find out there in the market. You tell people about the business, maybe you are a new distributor, you are here, and people will tell you, that business is about products, I know it doesn't work. No, I got all that, but I was confident because I was coming for the training. And when now I started going to Intercon, I remember even the mindset of my husband changed. He was just seeing like I'm wasting time because he was not seeing the money forthcoming. But when we became directors, we were taken to Intercontinental for dinner, and he was so surprised. There is no money that he used. So slowly by slowly, he started wanting to support me. And of course, he was seeing the products are working. And I really was aggressive. Remember, I came in for money. I started using my time differently. There is an excuse that I find, everyone's saying we don't have time, we are busy at work. Yes, I was very busy. And I was, I've been working in an organization where a lot is expected from me. But, I looked at my life and I asked myself when my husband became sick, What can I do? And the salary is not enough. So some of you who are listening to me today, yes, you are under a boss. Yes, there is a lot of work, but what is your dream? What do you really want? Even if you're working for the government, continue working there, because I can tell you most of my leaders in my organization are still working, but they have been able to realize their dreams with Neo Life. I became a world team member in 11 months, and my God, I was so happy. Me and my husband, we were given a treat at Sun City, and this for me was a dream come true. And I will ask you, do you have a dream? Me, my dreams, when I went to the university, I had these dreams. I'll get a job, I'll be going for holiday, lakini wapi. Yeah, things just happened, and you have a sick spouse, things are not working. So I had just forgotten those dreams, and those dreams were revived by Neo Life. We went to Sun City, and it was wonderful. I can never forget what happened in Sun City, and I was so excited. I was behaving like a small kid, because I went to the room, the TV in 20, and by the time I became a Sapphire director, my check went up to 100,000, over 100,000 Kenya shillings. And I started getting incentives from the company. I was taking to the Windsor, and now I remember in 2017, we went to Cape Town. I've really realized my dream. I don't know what is your dream, but for me, my dreams, those things that I was thinking when I was a young girl, they have come back alive because of Neo Life. I've become an international traveler. I have an international business because I continued creating directors. And the greatest thing I have done is to just refuse a life of excuse, because I have been doing this business on full-time, on part-time basis, creating leaders. And I remember very well that even when I became a Ruby director, one Ruby director, I was still working. And I want to say today for the guests who are here, I don't know what you want. Last year I was in Abu Dhabi. Actually, last year I traveled twice. We went to Abu Dhabi, and 2018 we went to Mauritius. And I remember after Abu Dhabi, me and my husband, we were taken for Ruby orientation to that is at Sun City. Sun City is beautiful. And these are the things that could not have happened to us. And I want you to connect with the power of health. Now my husband is well, we are traveling the world, and we are making money. Today, I don't have an excuse not to support anyone. I want to support as many people as possible. This time of COVID-19, I have been able to say that people are complaining out there they don't have money. Me, I have made money. I have made a lot of money because I decided to vacate the excuse ground. I decided to start this business when I was very busy. I decided to start this business when I had a sick spouse. Those are some excuses that people give. I don't know who's sick. I don't know what happened. Just quit excuses. Excuses are for poor people. And you have to quit that kind of life. And I'm talking to guests and distributors who have excuses. I can't do this, I can't do this. I've been able to go to social media, to Facebook and Instagram. At this time of COVID-19, I have really sponsored people in my team. And I can tell you today, I have world-class leaders. I have many leaders here in Kenya, directors in my team, Emerald directors, and I have brand new directors. 2 brand new directors in the US. Actually, they are making this month their second step to Sapphire director. In the US, they joined in May this year 2020. This year 2020, when people are crying that, oh, they need the government to help them, they don't have money. It is you to think outside the box. Please remember that life is changing. It is you to think outside the box. And I am so excited to say that even this time of COVID-19, I have another director overseas in the UK. And all those leaders, I know they can hear me. I appreciate them in person because I have been able to train them on Zoom. So let's take up social media. Let's take the changes that are coming. Because when COVID-19 hit home, there's nothing we could do, whether you're in first world or third world. But Zoom came to help me. I took up the challenge and have been able to develop 3 new directors abroad in the UK and in the US. And I want to really congratulate those leaders because I know they are here. I am so proud of them. And in this time of COVID-19, right here at home, within my network, I was able to produce other 5 directors. That is a number of 8 directors in a span of 2 months. There is nothing impossible, I want to tell you, when you have a set mind, when you vacate excuses. Because some of the people in my country, I tell them, poverty comes daily to your door because you're a person of excuses. You keep saying, I cannot do this because I don't have money. It's okay. You don't have to have the money. All you need is a willpower. Do you have the willpower? Do you have patience? I have been patient in this business to grow. I know some of my friends laughed at me, but now I've been able to realize my dreams. I've been able to buy property. I have been able to realize things that I could not be able to realize. I've been able to support other people. I am so happy in my team. I have leaders who get in an excess over 80,000, over 100,000, over 120,000 in a month. If I never started, what could have happened to the lives of these people? So I want to tell you, if you're a guest tonight, it is not about grace. It's about you tonight. Number 1, you must have a dream. Number 2, you must believe. Because when you believe, it becomes alive. You might not have the money, but when you have the dream of what you want, the things you want, the life you want. These days, I was telling people, there are people who cannot buy what they want because they are saying, unajua nitanunua corona ikiisha. I'm going to buy when corona ends. No. Your life can be able to make you live a big life. You must believe, you must sacrifice, and you must change your mindset. Because many people are not ready to change, but they want money. They want good things. Good things comes with a changed mindset, because it's not about where you are born, but how you think. Be teachable and be available. Because if you're a guest here, if you want to really succeed, be available on Zoom. Come. Tonight, there are some people I have invited on this Zoom. I'll tell you, business is not a walk in the park. You need to be available and be ready to learn. I want to tell this to the distributors. Vacate excuses. Focus on your why. Why did you join this business? If you joined for health, be healthy by using the products and help many other people, and money will come your way. Be aggressive. Be a person who is committed and a strong character. Because if you have a strong character, nothing will sway you. Business will be up and down. But you know what? It has happened to me. But I was able to bounce back because I have a strong belief that I am a winner. I can make it. There's nothing, I am not. Actually, I'm looking at the big seat of becoming a president. And I know I will only become a president when I support and I create more and more leaders. And I am confident, and I know God is with me, that I can be able to do this. But first, you have to look out at helping other people leaders. You have to sacrifice. I've been on Zoom sometimes even at 2 a.m. helping my team in the US. So it comes with a sacrifice. And those leaders right now, they are doing their own Zooms. They are not even waiting on me. That is the power of sacrifice. So sacrifice is part of the things that you need. And at last, I'll tell you, you need to stay on no matter what it takes. It doesn't matter the season. It doesn't matter the points you have as at now, but please be patient. Stay on no matter what it takes. That is my story tonight. I want to encourage everyone on this call that your life has changed my life and the lives of so many other people. I'm so excited